I'm just a young Taoist who tells fortunes on the street, but I've been invited to a dating show for the second generation. If rich kids take you clubbing, I'll take you ghost hunting at a graveyard. If the elites take you for a helicopter ride, I'll take you flying on a sword. Others have powerful connections and pet tigers, but my connections are gods, and I have ancient beasts guarding my home. That's because I'm a second-generation Taoist from Longhu Mountain, and my father is the current celestial master. Right now I'm standing on the playground holding a wooden sword. A camera lens zooms in on me, with the production crew standing right beside me. Sir, congratulations! You've been selected as a guest for our show. Congratulations, aren't you excited and thrilled right now? The host is holding the microphone, looking super hyped, while I remain expressionless. I calmly shake my head. Not really. The host is stunned for a second. Then awkwardly they ask, "Vacation starting? Are you heading home?" I nod. I'm planning to stop by Western Hunan first, then head home. I slowly put away my wooden sword. I was going to fly home on it, but I guess I'll skip that for now. Going to Western Hunan for a trip? The host jumps on the topic, ready to chat away, but I shake my head and cut them off. I'm not going for a trip, I'm going to herd corpses. I say it so casually, but everyone around me is completely stunned. Thousands of people in the live stream are speechless, thinking I've been brainwashed by the internet and lost my mind. The chat is flooded with mockery, and even the professional host can't help but laugh. Sensing the awkward vibe, the host clears their throat and says, "All right, no more jokes. Congratulations on being selected. Are you willing to join the show and let more people see you?" Just as I'm about to refuse, a voice rings in my head. "Ding! Side quest, join the show, stop hiding, show them you're a fairy generation heir." Hearing that, I immediately change my mind and smile. Send me the time and place, I'll be there. Once the teaser drops, the guests are finalized, and the show officially starts in 3 days in the city. By morning, the venue is packed, mostly because the contestants are all wealthy heirs and princes. The host Bing Bing smiles and says, "Good morning everyone, the show you've all been waiting for officially begins now. So without further ado, let's meet the guests for this season." As she finishes, a beastly roar echoes from the distance. Suddenly, a wine-red Ferrari speeds out, and a man in a suit with yellow sunglasses steps out. With just one look, his loaded aura instantly wins over the crowd. The show invited several high-profile heirs today to create a sharp contrast with ordinary people. "Hi everyone, I'm Sule." But before he could finish, a sudden roar of wind filled the air. Before Bing Bing could introduce the next guest, a helicopter came racing toward them. A man in a suit descended slowly from above. "Hello everyone, I'm Li Wei." Next, more heirs and wealthy second-generation kids made their grand entrances. As for the female guests, most came from elite backgrounds with a few ordinary ones there just to fill the gaps. We have one final guest. Please welcome University Junior Zhang Yang. Bing Bing finished the intro, but there was no response. Did Zhang Yang not show up? Everyone was stunned. Someone actually stood up the show? Are they too intimidated by the heirs to appear? The crowd erupted in whispers. Everyone was mocking me, assuming I was too scared to show my face. Bing Bing gave an awkward smile and tried to move on. "Let's continue. It's time for self-introductions." Before she could finish, a loud, clear moo echoed out. I appeared, dressed in Taoist robes, riding on the back of a green ox. 2 Taoists in black robes followed behind, carrying bags. The 3 of us and the ox moved slowly forward. Suddenly, Bing Bing on stage gasped, her mouth wide open in pure shock. She stammered, He must be Zhang Yang, our final guest." Everyone's profiles appeared on the screen, but all eyes were locked on me. My introduction was simple. I'm Zhang Yang from Mount Longhu, and my father is the Celestial Master. I ignored the stairs while riding my ox. Even the security guards were so stunned they just let me and the ox walk right in. I stood on stage and took the mic. "Hi everyone, I'm Zhang Yang, and my father is the Celestial Master. Sorry I'm late, my pet was acting up." The live stream chat exploded instantly. The show had seen everyone from heirs to the underprivileged, but they had never seen a Taoist, let alone one who rode an ox to the show. Everyone was completely baffled. With such a wild contrast, the popularity of the live stream and the live event went through the roof. The director in the back told Bing Bing through her earpiece that I was a star and she had to keep me. Since the start, there had been a popularity poll. The heirs were leading, but after my explosive entrance, my vote surged past them instantly, which really ticked Shulei off. He frowned and said, "Does your show just let anyone in? Even a cowherd is qualified to be here?" Bing Bing looked awkward. I was definitely handsome, but the entrance was just too over the top. Following the director's orders, she quickly changed the subject. "Gentlemen, let's start pairing up with the female guests." The female guests this season were mostly socialites and heiresses, all stunning and incredibly elegant. Only one girl stood out, wearing simple clothes with her hair tied back. As the female guests took the stage, the princes finally started to smile. No one can resist a beauty, especially one from such a prestigious background, except for me, of course. Once all the ladies arrived, the host Bing Bing announced, "Now please choose your partners." After pairing up, the male and female guests will spend the rest of the show together. As soon as she finished, the male guests tacitly let the princes pick first. Then came the wealthy heirs, and finally, the more ordinary guests. Though clearly, even the ordinary guests here come from families with significant wealth or status. Since no one chose Liu Ruyan, the already shy girl turned bright red with embarrassment. She looked around, realizing that no one had picked her. But to avoid being eliminated in the first round, she gathered her courage and walked toward me, dressed in my Taoist robe. "Hi, would you mind if we teamed up?" I snapped out of my thoughts, looked at her and said, "Sure." "I'm Zhang Yang. Nice to meet you, I'm Liu Ruyan." A smile instantly lit up her face and the host's voice rang out, "Pairs are set, let the first round of voting begin." Surprisingly, our popularity ranking ended up in the upper middle range. Liu Ruyan let out a sigh of relief. Seeing her reaction, I asked curiously, "Are you that afraid of being eliminated?" She gave an awkward smile. "Everyone here is gorgeous and comes from a great family. I'm different. I'm just here for the prize money." "Then you should have picked someone else. They look much wealthier," I said matter-of-factly. Liu Ruyan chuckled. "I'm just here to go through the motions. Besides, I'm here to earn money, not just take it." She then stood by my side, silent. Once the pairs were formed, the first activity began, exchanging gifts. Shulei took the microphone like a gentleman. "Since it's our first activity, I wasn't sure what to get, so I'll just gift you a red Ferrari." The room went silent in shock. A Ferrari on the first date? Typical of a prince, absolutely insane. The other princes weren't about to be outdone, pulling out black cards. "I'll cover all your expenses for the year." You have to realize these socialites spend at least tens of millions a year. Only someone at that level of wealth would dare to say something like that. After that display, the gap in the popularity votes widened instantly. Once the men finished their gifts, it was the women's turn. While not as extreme as socialites, they were gifting rings and watches worth hundreds of thousands or millions. After the round, only the two of us were left standing there. Liu Ruyan felt awkward. She really didn't have that kind of money. I saved up over 2,000 for this bracelet for the show, but compared to the others, I'm too embarrassed to even give it. I had no idea this segment was coming, so when everyone looked at me, I was completely stunned. Liu Ruyan steeled herself and walked over to me saying, "It's just a small token of my appreciation, I hope you don't mind." She carefully avoided mentioning the price, but the others wouldn't let it slide. A jewelry tycoon's daughter sneered, "If I'm not mistaken, that's a 1,999 special with free shipping, right?" The room erupted in laughter, leaving me feeling completely lost. This was the first time in my life I'd ever received a gift from a girl. I grew up training on Mount Longhu and didn't start college until I was 20, always keeping a cold, distant look. I didn't have any friends, let alone girls, so I felt a bit shy. I reached out and took the gift. "The bracelet is great, I really like it." Liu Ruyan looked up in surprise. She expected me to be disappointed, but I was genuinely happy. I thought for a moment and called out, "Junior brother Xuanyu, come here." A disciple in black Taoist robes ran up with a bundle, and under everyone's gaze, I opened the bundle, rummaged through it, and pulled out a small box. "Sorry, I didn't know about this part of the show, so I didn't prepare much. Please accept this small gift." Liu Ruyan took the box and quickly tucked it into her bag, hoping that would be the end of it. But there's always someone with a big mouth. "That box looks so beat up, did you get it at a street stall? It looks empty inside." Liu Ruyan felt awkward with everyone jeering, but I didn't care. Since everyone wants to see it, let's show them. Liu Ruyan had no choice but to bite the bullet and take out the wooden box. As she opened it, a yellow pill was revealed and the room was instantly filled with a rich herbal fragrance. "Wow, that smells amazing! Is that coming from the pill? Is it some kind of immortal elixir?" It smelled so good that I smiled and explained, "This is a pill I refined myself. It promotes beauty and longevity. It's far more effective than any cosmetic injections." The jab was clear, and the socialites nearby instantly changed their expressions. No one had expected that the box would actually contain a pill. It's the 21st century and people are still refining pills? Heh, go ahead and eat it. It won't kill you, but you might end up in the ICU. The others chimed in. "Buddy, that's not how you woo a girl. You didn't just roll that out of your own skin, did you?" Everyone was mocking me with cold sarcasm. My expression turned cold. Even with my patience, I couldn't stand them pushing their luck. Before I could speak, Liu Ruyan picked up the pill, closed her eyes, and seemed to make a firm decision. "I trust you." Then, under everyone's gaze, she swallowed the pill in one go. A few seconds later, she suddenly clutched her stomach. "Oh, my stomach hurts. I need to use the restroom." She ran off. This triggered a burst of laughter from the crowd. I ignored them completely and just stood there quietly waiting. A few minutes later, the production crew said Liu Ruyan needed to take a shower. It wasn't until over 10 minutes later that she finally walked out. Her complexion was now fair, and her face looked as exquisite as a jade carving. This sudden transformation left everyone on set stunned. My junior brother Xuanyu finally couldn't help but speak coldly. "What do you mortals know? This is a Pei-Yuan pill, which my senior brother spent 2.5 years refining. One pill can extend your life and keep minor illnesses away for 3 years. One sold for over 200 million recently." As soon as he said this, the crowd erupted in an uproar. Liu Ruyan covered her mouth in complete shock. I had just given her such a precious item so casually. Suddenly, a voice of doubt came from the crowd. "Stop bragging. How could a single pill be that powerful?" Li Wei also couldn't believe it. People don't even need to prepare their lies anymore. Liu Ruyan stepped forward and revealed her arm. It was snow white, flawless, and as smooth as a baby's skin. "My God, her skin has really changed." Bing Bing walked up with the microphone, looking shocked. She had been standing next to Liu Ruyan the whole time, so she noticed the obvious change immediately. Meanwhile, the livestream chat was going wild. Wasn't there a mysterious auction a few days ago? A Pei-Yuan pill sold for 230 million there. If it's that amazing, giving away something worth over 200 million is insane. It's priceless, especially since it extends life. Everyone on set began to doubt themselves. Li Wei and Shulei exchanged glances and hurried aside to make a phone call. After the call, they realized it was actually true. Suddenly, these rich kids looked as if they'd swallowed a fly, all plotting to find a chance to get back at me. After all, they were used to humiliating others and never expected to be outdone by a Taoist priest. The live stream and the live audience were all envious, never expecting me to be the most generous one, dropping 200 million just like that.